everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a Magic Review. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here today. Got another download for you. Now, why downloads? Well, because instant gratification, right? Immediate, no waiting gratification. Plain and simple. You can go out to your favorite online retailer like penguinmagic.com, select a trick that you're interested in, pay your 20 bucks, and then you get it right away. You don't have to wait for the mailman, right? Don't have to wait for anybody slow down at the post office. It just comes to you, to your email box directly. You get to learn the trick that day like lightning, and you got a new trick. Let's talk about it. Today we're going to talk about InstaForce from Moustapha Berjaoui. InstaForce, if you do not know what it is a way of forcing any picture or predicting what picture somebody will select from Instagram. Okay, now it started off as an Instagram trick. Moustapha came across this technique by accident, playing with his own Instagram account. And then after it was released and shown to a couple of other magicians, what people started doing and talking about was, wow, this could really be applied across multiple programs, multiple social media platforms. You got things like YouTube, this will work for, Instagram, like we just said, SunCloud, Twitter. Now, initially, when you purchase this from penguinmagic.com, you will just learn the Instagram force, okay? But Moustapha has a link to a Facebook group. If you join the Facebook group, you'll be put into that conversation with those other people, and then you'll start to have access to learning how to force some of the other programs as well. And really how the trick would go, maybe you'd be in a group of people, somebody would say, hey, do a magic trick, and you just, do the whole pat down thing like, I really didn't bring anything on me, which means this is a great everyday carry, right? And you say, hey, does anybody have a phone on them with Instagram installed? People will start bringing out their phones. They'll say, yeah, me. So immediately you've got 4 or 5 options to choose from right there. You just find the phone that you like the best or that you're familiar with the most. Take their phone, have them bring up their own Instagram account, right? There's nothing to install. You do not install any programs, okay? There's no website to go to, okay? They bring up their own Instagram account. You go into their search field, into their search, and you look at some of the accounts that are recommended, okay? Because you want to use an account that they're not familiar with. You don't want to use their own account because they're going to know their own account, right? So you have to use a stranger's account. But it's in their own recommendations list. And you're just like, oh, hey, this guy who's a Batman cosplayer, let's look at his, all right? And you click it. Or, hey, let's look at this girl. She's got a lot of cooking pictures or flower pictures. These look interesting. Let's use her account. And you hand the phone upside down to them, have them scroll through the pictures. They can stop wherever they'd like. And really, you can close with one or two ways. You can show the picture around, show it to everybody, and then you can just say what they're looking at. Or you can predict what the picture is going to be before everyone starts looking at it. And let me just say, you're not peeking the picture after it's been selected. And let me just repeat, you're not downloading any programs to their phone. There's no way they're going to be able to go back into their phone after this is done and look at their history to see what you did. You're not going to a website like some sort of secretmagic.com that nobody knows about and using some fake phony version of Instagram. That's not happening. You're using the person's actual phone and their actual Instagram account. And you will be able to predict which picture they randomly select. All right, you go down to penguinmagic.com, you pay your 20 bucks. What are you going to get? Initially, you'll get a video that's roughly about 7 minutes long. As far as the overall quality and production value of the video, Moustapha is talking to a camera mounted. And he has picture-in-picture, which is nice. So you can see the iPhone or the Android phone over in the corner so that you can see exactly what's happening. As far as what he's going to teach you, really in that 7 minutes, he's only teaching you how to do the force from a stranger's Instagram account. Okay, and I did mention that this will work with YouTube and SoundCloud and Twitter. You're going to learn all of those techniques once you join the Facebook group and get into that conversation. How much practice does this require? Really, it's a technique, right? There's no sleight of hand. There's a technique. There's a secret that you're going to learn about cell phone technology and about these different social media platforms. It's really just an undiscovered secret. You're going to learn that, and once you learn it, you'll be able to do it right away. How much setup and reset is there? You're borrowing somebody's phone, and like I said, there's no app to install, so there is no setup or reset. Positives, all right? So what are the positives? Hey, this is the perfect everyday carry because there's nothing to carry. You know, people talk about, hey, can we learn propless mentalism? Yes, the phone is a prop, but it's not even your prop. So literally, you are doing a prediction effect or a mind reading effect with no props at all. This is propless mentalism defined. Negatives, all right? So what are the negatives? Hey, every single time I do a review, I'm always honest and straightforward. I tell you things I like and things I didn't like as much. The only negative with this was I couldn't do it with my own phone. But the good news is you're not going to do it with your own phone, right? This is going to probably work on most phones out there, and it definitely works on iPhone. And tons of people have iPhone. So really your way out is you practice on an iPhone and you know exactly how to do it. And then when you say, hey, who's got a phone with Instagram? You look at all the phones and you just grab an iPhone. Really, right? The chances of someone having an iPhone in your circle right there is going to be high. But like I said, it does work with Android. It does work with Android. It's just, it works differently with different Android phones. With iPhone, you'll know what to expect. It'll work the same every single time. But with Android, it'll work a little differently. And Moustapha will cover that. And of course, if you join the Facebook group, you're going to be able to talk to all those people and they'll explain what to expect coming across different phones. Who would like this? Mentalists, obviously people that like to do walk around, that like to be able to have an everyday carry that they don't need to carry, right? It's a trick you can always have in your back pocket, or really it's actually in their back pocket whenever you want. But don't just take my word for it. There are plenty of other review channels out there on the internet, and you should always get a second, third, or fourth opinion. Don't just listen to one reviewer, okay? Get more than one opinion before you spend your money. Ruse Reviews. Ruse Reviews did a review and an interview with Moustapha, so you definitely want to watch that right after this. Just go check out Ruse Reviews. Go find out the review he did for InstaForce, and please head on down to penguinmagic.com after that if you would like to make your purchase. All right, that's everything I can say about InstaForce from Moustapha Berjaoui. I, of course, got mine from Moustapha. Head on down to penguinmagic.com if you would like to buy one for yourself. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.